All right, welcome back to Oxtools. I'm Tom. You know Chuck and Stan, okay? Today we got an interesting thing going on here. We're working on the What's in Your Box Toolmakers collaboration, and we have this Toolmakers Vise. Now, so there's been a few contributors to this project. Adam contributed the material, and he did the milling work on that. And if you want to see that work, go check out Adam's channel. There's a link in the description. You can go see Adam using his big K&T hogging this baby out here. And then Brad Jacobs, a basement shop guy, he did this particular part here, and there's a link in the description to his channel as well, where he's making this moving jaw here. And Brad is generously kind of organized some of the volunteers and people that wanted to contribute to this really cool project. So for those of you that don't know, this is going to end up at Keith Fenner's place, and it'll go in his apprentice box that he's going to give away to a worthy person coming up in the trades. So and what does he do that around Christmas time usually?
That's right before.
Yeah, like right before Christmas he does it. And so we're looking for candidates too. So if you wanna get a crack at this, you think you're worthy, put your video up, and Keith's got some instructions on his site on how to put your entry in. So anyway, we're going to do some surface grinding today. Stan happens to be up in the neighborhood, and we're running out of time to get this ground, so we're going to go over on the Taft Peirce and do a little grinding over there. So you guys will have some fun seeing that stuff. So what do you think, guys? Let's go for it.
Let's get to it.
All right.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay, so we're over here. We're going to set this. We already dressed the wheel, so we don't need to do that right now. We're going to set this up. But before I put my nice vise on there, it's really important that the chuck is just like immaculately clean. And basically, every time I just gently, I'm not really putting any pressure here. Most of your burrs and nicks and stuff like that are from sliding the stuff on and off of the chuck. And basically you want it scrupulously clean. So the idea is it's very difficult to measure things while they're on the chuck. So you need to be able to take things on and off the machine and take them over to the surface plate so you can get good measurements. Okay, now this is one of my problems here. So it's a two-step process here. We gotta kind of get it part way, get this where I want it, and then continue on. All right, I think that's it.
Oh, you're locked.
That's in it. No, it'll move still. There you go. All right, I'm up against the fence. All right. So you can take things off and take them over to the surface plate and actually measure them. So you have to control your datums really well. And that means no nicks, no burrs, no grit, no nothing. All right, let's have okay, parallels. Thank you, Chuck.
Would you like to wipe out that chuck?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you. And this is one of these lint picker-upper static deals, and it actually works really good. Not for oily stuff, but for dry particles and things like that you don't want around a grinder. So
The microfibers are my choice as well.
yeah, they're pretty good. Okay, so let's pop this up here. Like so. Let's go down like that. So I'll get this set up. Oh, thanks. God, this is great, man.
You got an assistant that
I
knows
know,
what you need
this
next.
is awesome,
A
man.
borderline mind reader.
Really? Oh, that's great.
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm gonna push that down, snug this up, and then we're gonna run an indicator around this and see what we got.
Give me a wrench.
Oh,
You do not get this until I get that.
Thank you.
Now you get
Indicator.
this.
Okay.
Now you don't have any place to stick that because I got my camera up there.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I usually put it on that side. But let me see if I can get it over here. Let's see if this will work here. that'll work. Good old Noga. So this is just a comparative measurement to see if we're straight with the world there. Oop, I'm out of travel. I'm out of travel in that direction. I need to come over here.
Did you come up with a rig to tighten that thing up?
Yeah, I just took the handle off and I put a 5/16
look at you.
socket head in there, and that should
Get on down with your bad self.
give us a little more room. You can still just do
Almost do it. Let me get the gorilla grip on there. All right.
All right.
Mongo like to tighten Vise.
All right. Well, I don't think we need to swoop this thing. We just need to start grinding. So now what we don't want to, we'll probably do the next couple of setups without moving the vise at all, and go from there.
Now, according to my measurements, your touch off is right over here. That's your high.
Is it? Oh, well, maybe that's what we want to see. Huh? Yeah, you know what?
Just grind the fucker.
Just grind. Just
Are you
grind.
filming?
I am actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
just-
Oh, and Chuck's kicking my tripod, so on top of that.
Let me get down below you.
Are you okay with your camera right there?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. You're not going to throw any sparks that way.
It's you.
No, I do.
How do you know?
I do that all the time. Is that going to clear your camera, you think?
You're clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll.
All right. I think you're right, Chuck. I think that is the.
Am I still
Yeah,
on over
there it
there?
is.
Is that display on? Right there?
Yeah, the display's on.
Okay, we're filming.
And it's got a red light.
You're going.
Okay. Spindle on, clear. There it is. Puts them down all the way along that edge. Oh, there's a little bit back here now. Go ahead. I'm curious to see the footage out of that camera.
Oh, I do like that all the time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So now I'm going to do a.
Hold on, let's get you marked there real quick.
For what?
Just so we got a point of reference when we're all done.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to actually do a fairly aggressive down feed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thou. Then I'm going to do a small. That corner isn't rounded off. It will be soon.
Yes, it will. What are your step overs, Tom?
About 10 thou.
Oh, you're doing very small step overs. I already knew what you were doing. That was just it for informational purposes, for the
it's
camera.
fine. So it's almost swinging up all the way across.
sec.
What do you want?
I'll bring the Vise down here. See if you're coming up on 10. You're good. I thought I saw some colors forming.
Oh.
Of course I want to put my fingerprint on it. The spark trail is just beginning to move away from the edge and across the flat part of the wheel.
Usually it comes towards me, so this side of the wheel is rounded off. And if you look on the other side of the wheel, I ground a relief in it to grind the fence, so it's really thin. And that's why it.
That's why it's so sharp.
Well, yeah, it's taking a little while to round it off.
Yeah. Well, I think you could do it on your traverse back. You could do another aggressive down feed. But before our final, I think we need to dress.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this thing holds a dress for a long time, though. It's surprising.
What is that grit wheel in the hardness?
It's a 46H.
H?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pretty soft wheel. I got some harder ones over there, but
Well, my viewers have been hounding me to always tell them what grit and hardness the wheel is.
yeah, this aluminum oxide. This is a old school. They call it a salt and pepper because it looks like salt and pepper. The grains.
It's holding its form very well.
Yeah.
Your spark trail hasn't even moved over 1/3 of the wheel yet. It's still pretty close to the leading edge.
Well, this is why when you want. Oops, I forgot to move over.
When we spell you there,
You're screwing up my rhythm.
I'll be quiet. Can you pat your head and tap your belly?
Apparently not.
No.
Come on, this is harder than doing a lathe tracer, right?
That was pretty good. I was impressed
like
with
that?
the lathe tracer. Yeah. You were holding a couple thou.
Did you look at the piece?
Yeah. Oh, not in real
Yeah.
life.
No, it's over there. It's sitting over there. Definitely high in the end, huh? Alright, so that's the first pass. That was a 5,000 step to cut. Finish actually looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that.
And keeping it out to center.
Alright, so there's the first pass finish there. You can see it. So we're gonna come back, actually we're gonna stop and take a measurement and then come back across with another pass, see how much we gotta go here.
Take my word for it that that's 0. And we're just gonna come across here and see how much is left to take out of it. And we're coming up on another ground surface there, looking good. I'm gonna come over about 1/4 of the part, work our way over to there. We're getting onto the bumpy surface. I'm seeing 3 below, about 3.5, right in there. And coming back up to our 0. So there's between 3.5 and 4 thousandths before this cleans up. And remember, that's to the top of all the bumps and everything of this hardened, scaly mess right here. So to get down to the bottom of it, it's gonna be maybe another half hour or so.
Lizard skin finish.
Oh yeah, it's a horrible finish under there. So my lowest number so far has been about 4.5 thou. So we've got a good target. I think on our next grind, maybe we could do 4 thousandths, and that'll leave a half thou for a final cleanup. And we'll be right in there. But that's what I'm seeing here. All right.
All right, Stan.
You guys ready to get your grind back on?
You're on, Stan.
You see Rucker's latest?
No, what was it?
With the Wilton? He had his Wilton color, the hammer tone green.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The correct color for a Wilton.
Sure.
But he put a pink cap on the
lovely.
rattle can. And he goes, oh, I've been looking forward to this. I got this color called manly pink.
Oh,
And we're like,
excellent.
all right. And he peels the top off and he starts spraying it, and it's that green color. And he goes, oh man, I'm so disappointed. It was pretty hysterical.
That's good. I hope that sticks with Brad.
You know what? You should leave that Vise pink.
Oh yeah. It'd be more work to strip that powder coat off of there. Oh, that'd be a nightmare.
No, it's a one of a kind. You know, if my friends went to that much trouble for me
No, it's
to punk
forever.
me, I would be just proud of that.
No kidding.
I would
Exactly.
display with pride.
We would bust him down so hard if he took that paint off. He would never live that down. Yeah. Ooh.
The lowest spot was right over here. So we're that was 4.5, yes? Yep.
Yeah. What are you doing with this? You're not filming, Stan, are you? On this?
Negative. No. Just hit the back button. Just hit the back button. I'll shut it down. There we go. Better time of the day for this stuff now.
Yeah, it is. The evening's the best, because then the light's super even everywhere. So.
Okay, well now we've established a clean base. We've got we got freshly ground here on the bottom, and we've already checked it for rock. We've put it on the table, got an indicator on it, and sat there and side to side to make sure we've got a good flat surface. So we've got one surface to start with, and now we need to establish a second surface. So we're going to just simply take this vise base, drop it in here, and with either a round rod trick or a screw ball right here, bring our vise in and make sure we're seated firmly.
Let's just try it like this, and then we'll run an indicator on the plate and see what it looks like.
You want to do it without
don't put
without the round rod trick?
Don't put any business in there. Let's just try it like that and snug it up, and let's see what we get.
Okay, I'm going to make sure I'm hooked here, and your little wrenchy poo is where. There we go.
Wrenchy poo.
Wrenchy poo.
Wrenchy poo.
I'm just going to barely snug it till we get a.
Oh, is that the chat head again?
No, that's my battery. Just yeah, I'm dead there. That's right. Okay, we're just going to put a light touch on it for now until we get it indicate it across here and see where we're at with it. And you will have to take my word for indicator.
Yeah, I can't see it in this
Oh,
one.
heck no, you're not gonna see that. Am I going down or up?
Yeah, I'm going the right way now. Usually I bring it down, the stand down until I just touch the stylus and then lock it.
What is that?
What do you mean?
What brand is it?
Stare it?
It's a beautiful piece.
Oh, it is. I
Okay.
just got that not too long ago. It's pretty nice.
Nice. Okay, we're zeroed out here. We're gonna make a sweep across here and see if we got anything radical going on. We're working our way up to 5 on the high.
See if it goes back to 0.
And
It's dropping back.
It's coming back down. We're down to 3. Down to 0. Yeah, you're under by a couple thou, but
I wouldn't even move it, but check it this way.
yeah,
and see what-
we'll go side to side on it as well.
So that's
About 4 grand high.
back to 0.
Back to our 0.
Okay.
A little low. I call that good.
I don't know.
Let's gronk it down and get it tightened up on there, and we'll double check it, make sure it doesn't slip again. But I think you got a winner chicken dinner there. There's your 5 thou high.
It's interesting. It's
Working its
it's
way.
got a belly that way.
No, this way. It's high here.
Oh, it's high in the middle?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's up,
okay.
it's
I
up.
thought it was low in the middle.
No.
Tom, you want to get in there, move in a little bit, send it to Adam.
Can you see it?
Yeah, right there.
Social media.
Social mediaites.
Media nightmare.
Mediaites.
So right, almost square?
Almost square.
Not
yeah,
even
that's
close to
right.
square.
We're
You're
getting
off.
ready to be square, yeah.
Fixing all your flu bars. Okay, I think we're ready to grind. You got
All right,
anything you see we needed to do to that?
Nope. I'm gonna say let's run across that, and now we got a 2 perpendicular surfaces, so then the setup is a lot easier at that point, and we can just move
Absolutely.
things around really easily.
What I am gonna do here, I'm gonna mark our high spots so we know where to touch off.
There's a Sharpie right there.
Okay. I'm seeing a high here.
Way high
Yeah,
there.
it's really high there.
Wasn't this a real high spot over here?
I'm gonna get there. It's gonna be pretty even. I don't see anything monstrously high. I'm gonna clear my gauge out.
So I wrote bottom is, checking square, bottom has been ground, and the thing wrote growing.
Yes. I'm seeing some highness here too.
Highness?
Highness. We're gonna dethrone.
Oh, wait.
We're gonna dethrone.
Everybody hates it when we say height gauge.
Height.
Height gauge. Height gauge.
It's a height gauge.
Height gauge.
Tom,
Well, you know, we're gonna dethrone your highness right now.
Okay.
So,
I'm sorry.
You mentioned earlier about checking it this way too with calipers?
just to check it for parallelism,
It's not going to matter because
if we had an issue here, we'd evaluate that.
yeah, exactly. So we're not seeing anything super wonky or so now that's 90, and those are going to be our 2 reference surfaces now. And then we can flip flop it up any way we want at that point. All right, grind
Well,
on.
Let me think here for a second. How do we know we're pinned here and not here? How do we know this is 90 right here? We don't.
Well, you know, that's true.
What kind of daylight are you gonna be able to see?
No,
behind
you know
this?
what? We can actually, we can check it with the comparator. So, oh, no, we can't because I can't,
You got nothing to bump into.
I got nothing to bump up against,
I was
so.
just gonna at least get a visual on it. Here, shine a light behind it maybe.
No light gets through.
Well, let's do it in a, hey, where's your new square, the knife edge? Or a cylinder square?
Yeah, we can put the cylinder square against that. Here's the other way we can do this. Let's do this. I got a better idea. I got a new tool.
And here we are at Oxtools, and we get to play with some of Tom's newest stuff. This is a magnetic, see the ring magnets there? This is a magnetic cylinder square, which we're going to use to double check to make sure that this vise landed in here squarely. And we're going to plop it right here. It's a pretty darn powerful magnet. We're going to move it around a little bit, make sure we got no crud underneath there. Then all we're going to do is sweep here, and make sure that this indicator and this indicator.
What's cool about this too is it's self-proving. And you see that you asked about the marks, Stan, and you're absolutely right. So I checked it, rotated, checked it, rotated, check it, rotated, check it, rotated. So you shouldn't see a variance in the measurements if this is truly square. So, but on every one of these, there is a place that is square, and you can find it. So it's just like a cylinder square in that respect, but this one you can snap on at 90 degrees here, and we're just going to sweep across that, and it's going to verify that that is parallel with this plate, which is square with the world.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this in here, and I'm going to just, because we can fudge it around here, or we can do it on the height gauge. So we're just going to bring it in here just so we get a reading, and we see our highest number, and then we're going to gently roll this around to 0. And then we're going to double check again.
Yeah, we'll do it again, and we'll show the wide shot, then I'll come in closer and we'll see if we can get a good exposure on the indicator.
Oh, perfect. Well, what do you think there? I saw maybe 2/10 or...
Keep in mind too that that's also, what is that? That's 5 inches off of that surface too. So that angle is quite small.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's do it again.
Okay, we'll do it again. We're going to come in tight here. And that's our highest number right there. I'm 0 on the button there. And we're going to come out here and pass it through again. Up on our highest spot right there. And if I had to call that without it being a tenths gauge, maybe a tenth over, how far is that?
Well, you're 4 inches off of that surface, so.
Well, from one measurement to the other.
Hey, 4 to 8.
What a good eye, buddy. All right, so
Well, I wasn't very close.
so we're calling this square,
Okay.
and we're ready to make our passes across the top. Thanks for showing me that, Tom. That's an awesome tool.
Okay, so I touched off on your high spots that you had at mark, Stan. So basically, I'm going to just dial in about 5 thousandths. What was our number that we saw? The variation?
Don't remember. I remember it was high. I remember seeing -3 and +5.
Okay, so I'm just going to take a 5 thou pass across this,
Okay.
and we'll see what cleans up and what doesn't, and then we'll make a decision from there.
Sounds good.
All right.
Roll with it,
Spin
baby.
it on.
So you've already touched off.
I've already touched off. Yeah. 5.5, so I land on a Yep, there it is.
There's more where that came from.
See, it's still not cleaning up all the way down.
It was definitely a humpback.
All right, boys, we're gonna do a little inspecting on this thing here. We just ground this end in relation to the, let me move forward a little bit, the back and the sides here. I'll show the setup here in a second. It's in a big angle plate here. So let's run this indicator around the face of this here. Yeah. Come back to it here. It's hard for me to see it because the camera's in the way. Hopefully you guys can see it with that black face indicator. So we're just going to move around a little bit like that.
Work around. Alright. Go across there. That's about a tenth. Go back to there. Alright. Looks like maybe a shade over a tenth. Go out in the middle there. Alright, so that's pretty good. Now we'll go back and check the sides and the back for squareness. All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a compromise here because, you know, to get the whole setup in the field here, so I'm just setting this magnetic cylinder square on there. And then what we're going to do, we're going to come over here. Oh yeah, you should be able to see that pretty good. Okay. So what we're going to do is sweep across the top of this, and what we're comparing now is the parallelism of this to the surface plate, okay, but that gives us the squareness of this face to the back, the world. All right. So we get perpendicularity out of this too. Go the right way here. Actually, let me rotate that around so you guys can see the zero a little bit. I can't really see the zero. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go across it and find the high spot, and then kind of zero up on that. And I'll come over at this end. Now this is 5 inches away or something like that. All right, so about 2/10, something like that. One and a half. Let's see if I get a good zero on it there. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so then we'll snap it on this. Actually, let's just go ahead and do that while we're running here. This obviously is magnetic, as you can see. Try to get back in the frame. Go right about there. Bring this down. You need to put a little lube on this thing. It's a little bit stiff. All right. Zero up. Come across. All right. There's the high spot. Zero. Here. Hopefully you can still see that. Alright, yeah, about 2/10. Looks like about 2/10 and 5 inches. Or what is that? It's 4 inches. So off of that face, we're sweeping 5 inches out with 2/10 and 4 inches, something like that. Alright. Okie doke. I think that's pretty good. What else? I don't know. I think I'm going to take it out of the angle plate now. There's the, let me get this out of the way. There's kind of the setup there, so I'll pop this out of the angle plate and put it in a box and mail it back to Stan.